Hello and welcome, beautiful people. Today we're going to be looking at biology. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down and we're looking at roundup, biology roundup. I'm going to refresh. Abraham, the biology roundup, have you added the other ones? Mm. It's like added up. Okay. So we're going to be looking at okay, actually, this is what we're supposed to cover today. Under this biology roundup, we're supposed to be able to know all this. So let's start from this last one, respiratory system, and look at likely questions that you can have from respiratory system. Okay. So number one question says an increase in air pressure in the lungs is due to A, increase in the volume of the thoracic cavity, B, upward movement of the ribs, C, relaxation of the diaphragm, D, contraction of the intercostal muscle. So what causes the increase in pressure in the lungs? Increase in air pressure in the lungs occurs during exhalation, so as to force air out of the lungs during exhalation. The thoracic cavity decreases in volume. The diaphragm relaxes and assumes its dome shape. The intercostal muscle relaxes. So you can see from all these, option C has relaxation of diaphragm, just the way we have the relaxation of diaphragm here. So that makes option C the right answer. Okay, let me still get back here and see what's up. Oh, no. So let me know what I'm right. Okay, let's continue. So, an increase in air pressure in lungs is due to relaxation of the diaphragm. So, increase in air pressure in lungs occurs during exhalation, so as to force air out of the lung, and it results from the diaphragm relaxing and assuming the dome shape. You can also talk about the thoracic cavity decreasing in volume and the intercostal muscle relaxing. So option C is the right answer, the correct answer, because it is the only option associated with exhalation. Other options are related to inhalation. So take note of that. Let's move forward. The second question says, which of the following uses diffusion as the principal method of gaseous exchange? So which organism, which animal uses diffusion as the principal method of gaseous exchange? Is it lizards, option A, B, grasshopper, option C, rabbit, option D, earthworm? In more advanced forms like earthworm, gaseous exchange occur by diffusion over their most body surface. This is possible because the cylindrical shape gives a high surface area to volume ratio. Cells in their body surfaces, that is the epidermis, have rich supply of blood capillaries. Note that makes option D the answer, which is earthworm. But also note that grasshopper make use of tracheal system, while lizard and rabbit make use of lungs as their gas exchange organ. But earthworm make use of body surface via diffusion. So take note of this. Okay, that is the last one we looked at, which is respiratory system. Let's look at problems from circulatory. Okay, let's look at problems from circulatory system. Okay. Unicellular organisms transport essential nutrients directly to all parts of their bodies by the process of diffusion because they have dash A, a large volume to surface area ratio. We're talking about unicellular organisms. Whenever you hear unicellular, talk about large surface area to volume ratio. So A says a large volume to surface area to volume ratio. That is what unicellular organisms are associated with. So that should be the answer. B. Let's see how their bodies is immersed in the nutrient. No, their outer membrane is made of cellulose. No. So unicellular organisms like amoeba carry out material exchange through its external body surface by diffusion. This is possible and efficient because they have a large surface area to volume ratio, which makes option B the right answer. The ability of a unicellular organism to exchange materials in a given time is related to its surface area. That is, the larger the surface area, the greater the ability to exchange materials. So option B is definitely the answer. So you can see that these biology questions are actually relatable. They are easy to push through, provided you've been working. Now, the heart of an adult frog consists of dash. The heart of an adult frog consists of that. Two ventricles and two ventricles. One auricles and one ventricle. C, two ventricle and one auricle. Then D, one ventricle and okay. Now, in an amphibian, Charles frog, the atrium of the heart has a partition dividing it completely into the left chamber and the right chamber. However, there is no opening connecting the two sides. So the ventricle, however, has no partition. Therefore, an adult frog heart consists of one ventricle and two auricles and still undergo double circulation. One ventricle, two auricles. That makes option D the answer. One ventricle, two auricles. Take notes for an adult frog. Okay, that is that for transport system or circulatory system. Let's look at reproductive system. Okay, we are looking at a couple of systems. We've not really looked at systems this way. That's why we're looking at them now. So make sure you're enjoying them. Okay, the reproductive system of a male mammal is made up of what? Male mammal. Is it A? I hope I can pronounce this well. Claspers, prostate glands, sperm duct, and vas deferens. Or is it B? Testis, prostate gland, sperm duct, and vas deferens. I think that's the answer. We know reproductive system of male mammal, very, very important. Testis is important here. You're not talking about testis, then you're not doing the right thing. Prostate, very, very important. Prostate gland, the sperm duct, very, very important. The vas deferens. So I think that's the answer B. So C has oviduct. We are not talking about female. Female, that's where we would have had oviduct, urethra, testis, and sperm duct. The testis, uterus, prostate gland, sperm duct. You can see these two, they are having combination of male and female. So some B is the one that has everything. So the answer explanation has it that the reproductive system in mammals are very similar. Some parts of the system can be seen externally. These are the external genitals. You know them. The male reproductive system in mammal is made up of the testis, the seminiferous tubule, the epididymis, the sperm duct, and the vas deferens. The seminal vesicle, prostate gland, Cooper's gland, and urethra. Okay. So option B is the one that has it. The female uterus, the vagina, and the clitoris. That's for female. So take note. So you can see from our answering one question, you can actually see a whole lot of things we are doing. Note, the clasper is a male reproductive organ, but not for mammals. It can be found in some cartilaginous species. Okay. Let's move forward. In the mammalian male reproductive system, the part that serves as a passage for both urine and semen. We all know this one. That's the urethra. The urethra is that pipe, that duct that can have both the semen and the urine pass through it. It is pronounced as urethra, not the urethra, not the bladder, not the seminal vesicle. Okay. So good biology, very interesting. Let's keep moving forward. Let's look at another system, the excretory system. Excretory system. Okay. System through which waste is the Mapian tubule found as in crickets, house lice, and as in H1, round one, flat one. Answer, insects. So let's look for colorectum. It is responsible for the removal of nitrogenous waste products such as uric acid from insects. Note, crickets, house lice, grasshoppers belong to the class Insecta. Therefore, their excretory organ is Mapian tubule. So the excretory organ of lizards, snakes, frog is the kidney. The H1 is for no. There's a mix up here. But the H1 is reading and the flat one is length. So Nephridia in H1 form part of that is the reproductive system, respiratory system, excretory, or circulatory. So nephridia is the excretory organ of H1. H1 has a segmented, each nephridium is surrounded by a capillary network. The waste product, mainly urea, excreted from the blood through the lung tube of the nephridia and emptied as urine to the outside. Okay, let's keep moving forward. What interesting part. Okay, respiratory system. Let's look at skeletal system. Let's look at skeletal system. Okay. Now the axial skeleton is found in the A, skull, ribs, vertebral column, and breastbone, or B, skull, human skull, humerus, vertebral column, and ribs. Or is it breastbone, clavicle, ribs, and vertebral column? Answer: the skeleton of all vertebrates are built on the same basic plan. Each skeleton has the axial skeleton, which forms the main central axis. It is formed by the skull, vertebral column, breastbone, known as the right answer. An appendicular skeleton, which consists of parts that articulate with the axial skeleton. So you have the axial skeleton and you have the appendicular skeleton. It's formed by the limbs, or the girdles, hips and shoulders, and the limbs as the upper limb, humerus, ulnar, radius, and lower limb, the femur, tibia, and fibula. Okay. The sheet of muscle that separates the thoracic cavity from the abdominal cavity is called the what? Is it A, the intercostal muscle, B, the pleural membrane, or C, the pericardium, or D, the diaphragm? Answer: thoracic cavity is also known as the chest region. It houses the lungs and the heart. The lungs are covered by a pleural membrane in the thoracic cavity. Now, the heart is located in the pericardium, which is located between the two lungs. See? So the heart is protected by the pericardium, whereas the lungs is covered by the pleural membrane. Okay. Now, the thoracic cavity is separated from the abdomen or the abdominal cavity by a flat bone shaped muscle called the diaphragm. So the sheet of muscle that separates the thoracic cavity from the abdominal cavity is the diaphragm. Note that the interstitial muscles are located in the space in between two ribs and are essential for breathing. Very, very important facts we are looking at, and all these are very important. So let's look at systems in the body. Okay, systems in the body. Endocrine system. Regulation of blood sugar level takes place in, is it the pancreas, is it the ileum, is it the liver, is it the kidney? Okay, regulation of blood sugar is very important to ensure that the body blood sugar level is maintained to prevent other hypoglycemia or hypoglycemia, hypo or hyperglycemia. Okay, it is regulated by the secretion of the endocrine pancreas. The pancreas produces insulin and glucogen, which are responsible for regulating blood sugar level when it is high or low, respectively. Okay, so we have regulation of blood sugar taking place in the pancreas. Yeah, how are you? Okay, so let's keep moving forward. The mammalian endocrine system is responsible for what? For transmitting impulse, regulating body temperature, regulating osmotic pressure of the body, chemical coordination. The endocrine system is made up of the endocrine glands that produce and secrete hormones. These hormones are chemical substances which are secreted in response to various stimuli. They are circulated in the bloodstream and then exert their effect on certain organs known as target organs. Therefore, the endocrine system is responsible for chemical coordination. Okay. So let's look at digestive system. We're moving on. So we're almost done. Let's look at the digestive system. Okay, my students are finding it difficult to join the class. I wouldn't know. But I'll just continue. I think I'll send them the link. The order of passage of food in the digestive system is it ileum, cacum, large intestine, rectum, or is it ileum, colon, calcium, or cecum, rectum, or is it large intestine, ileum, cecum, rectum, or is it colon, cecum, ileum, rectum? Answer: the alimentary canal is the digestive tract in most animals. It is a long tube stretching from the mouth to the anus. Food passes through the alimentary canal in the following order: from the mouth. Wow. From the mouth, it gets to the gullet, then to the esophagus, and then the stomach, then the small intestine, known as where you have the duodenum, the ileum, then the cecum, ileum, cecum, then large intestine, then rectum, and anus. So that makes option A the right. Okay. It's making is in progress. It's back. Back is in progress. Okay. Wow. This is the meeting that is in progress. Let me stop this. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna stop this meeting and start again because I'm actually on the wrong meeting. That's why my students are not able to join.